Alrighty. I think I'm live trying to get things ready. I have not decided if we're doing a timer or ambiance, but you know what? It is fine. Anyways, salutations, y'all. Welcome to another Asian Readathon reading sprints. You do not need to be reading books for this readathon to be in these sprints at all. Read whatever you want. I'm just giving an opportunity for people who are participating in the readathon just space and time to read their books. So yeah, for me, I'm actually kind of debating on what I'm going to be reading. Hence why I didn't put in my underneath my name the book I'm currently reading, because I am currently reading a book that I literally started today, and I'm more like, you know what? I think I might want to DNF it. So yeah, not really looking forward to that because yeah. So the book I'm literally listening to right now, that I literally just started it today. I think I started like a couple of hours ago or something. Or maybe it was an hour and a half ago. I don't know, some time ago. And I'm currently reading Dear Wendy by Ann Zhao. It has multiple narrators for some reason, which I think it makes sense since we are having a bit of like internet stuff. So they have narrators to narrate the Instagram posts and stuff and some Instagram comments, which is fine and all, but I don't know. I don't think I really thought deeply of like thinking of like I don't know, because I really wanted to read this book. Okay, you see where I'm at. I really wanted to read this book. It was actually one of my most anticipated releases of the year because it features two Arrow Ace characters, two of them, y'all, two of them in one book. Honestly, if I feel like it's unheard of, I feel like it's unheard of at this point because, And so there's like a YA queer contemporary, which, like, yeah, cool, but like we're following college students though. I don't know. And it's just they're both of these Airways characters are creators of like this dating advice Instagram accounts, their own separate ones that are like competitive with each other. And now they're starting to have some internet drama, and I'm just like kind of not even kind of I am pretty much uninterested in that kind of drama, and I'm just like it's not even really anything serious. Like this is not even like a serious internet drama or anything. Like this is like where we can have like some sort of maybe some actual maybe deep dive of a discussion or something. No. This is just some petty stuff. It's like, oh, this person has like I have really good advice. This person's kind of just like, oh, I have even better advice than them. And I'm just like, seriously, really. Now, granted, the author does put a note in here saying that like this book was written during the time of the pandemic, just something fun and silly to just write and spend during the time, which like I can see that maybe for you for some readers this could be fun, but for me it's just really dumb and stupid. I'm just like, really like, this is the kind of drama I would expect for like mostly in high school, honestly, because I'm just like, this is some stupid ass drama. But then again, I could possibly see this for like college freshmen since I literally just they literally are done with like high school pretty recently. They're got into college. So actually not even really recently. Wait a minute. Hold up. Not even recently. I think they already had a whole semester of college already. So actually they're already in their second semester. They're in the spring semester of their freshman year. So yeah, there's definitely some high school drama tendencies they still have, which is like understandable, but it's very irritating. And honestly, I really do not care to see more of this drama play out, even though it's the first time I actually am reading a book featuring two Arrow Ace characters. Like two. It's very sad. I'm just like, ugh, I don't get it. And also the thing about too, like regarding their queer identities, is very much giving me like, oh, very much introduction, like Arrow Ace 101. And I'm just like, okay, sure. I don't know. I mean, I am grateful though we are getting more like Arrow Ace rep in books. However, I do feel pretty much tired of like, oh, just like explaining aromantic asexuality again. It's just like, can we just have them just exist? Just exist at this point. I know it's a YA queer contemporary, so like I guess it's supposed to be written in a way to make it more introductory for people, for anyone who picks it up. But like, I don't know. I think I would prefer. I think for me, for the kind of Arrow Ace person that I am, I would generally prefer an Arrow Ace book featuring more than one Arrow Ace character. Please, can we please have more than one Arrow Ace character in books? But like, we're focusing like they're just existing as something, and it's not really feeling like an introduction, like something maybe specifically for Arrow Ace people that are already comfortable in their identities and they're just existing. That's kind of like actually the kind of story I want. This is not even like, it doesn't feel like I'm healing a certain part of me, like as a teenager. I'm just like, no, not really. I'm like, no, not really. It's not healing that. I know for some readers, I looked at some reviews, and for them, it seems like it has healed that for them, or it's like maybe makes them feel seen. Me, I'm just like, this doesn't make me feel seen. Not really. It's fine. I think I might just DNF it, but I might just continue on listening to it because, I don't know, it's a book that's an audiobook, and it's Tang speaking fine, but it's very much annoying and kind of boring. So we'll see how long I last. I don't know. We'll see how long I last with that book. But anyways, that's what I'm currently reading. But I do have other books to read. Don't worry, y'all. This is not the only book I'm currently reading. Heck no. I have multiple current reads, but I do have other options here. So yeah, I do have options to read on my Kindle here because I do have a couple of arcs, but I am also borrowing a book, so I do want to see if I can read more of that. And I do have a physical book here, but let me stop talking. I've been talking for a bit. Let me actually catch them on comments. Hey, Nat. Hello. Welcome, Abby. Welcome. Going to be reading Alone with You in the Ether. Not part of my Asian Readathon TBR, but I have 4 days left on the audio for my library, so I'm trying not to procrastinate for once. Oh my gosh. Nat. I'm also currently reading Alone with You in the Ether and the ebook because it's on my Kindle. I have the ebook that's literally due, I think, in 4 days as well. Yeah, I need to stop playing around because I'm actually surprisingly enjoying this book, which I didn't think I would, honestly. I am genuinely surprised on how much I'm even like enjoying Alone with You in the Ether because I really thought like just based on the writing style alone, I would not like it since it's very much. It just reminded me too much of the writing style of the Atlas 6. But since I've been reading more like Olivia Blake's other works, like Alone with You, One for My Enemy and Masters of Death, which I really did enjoy, I kind of thought, let me try Alone with You in the Ether. And now I'm actually really into it. And I'm having a much better time than I thought. So yeah, I do actually need to finish this ebook. So maybe I should switch to this. I haven't been reading in the past few days, so maybe I should go back to Alone with You either. So you know what? This could be like just like impromptu last minute like body remembrance if you would like, because it's definitely not part of my Asian Readathon TBR either. But I am definitely playing around because there is only 4 days left of my hold for this ebook. So definitely need to hurry it up. So I guess you and me both here, Nat. Maybe I don't know because I do feel like I'm going to be DNFing Dear Wendy. So we shall see. Hello, Cool Gamer 2. Are you reading here for vibes? Please let us know in the chat if you do not mind, if it's okay. Oh, that's a bummer. I was really looking forward to that for the Arrow Ace rep as well. Yeah, it's just really, I'm just really bored. I really don't care for this at all. Like the Arrow Ace rep itself, I think it's fine. But like, even though, granted, I haven't read as many books with Arrow Ace rep, unfortunately. There seems to be very few and far in between, unfortunately. But out of the ones I have read, which I think the most prominent one, like Loveless, it's just like, I don't know. I'm expecting more. I don't know. I kind of was hoping for more nuance in regarding to just aromantic and asexuality, but it's not feeling so, maybe not preachy, but more like Arrow Ace 101. Maybe like, can we have like Arrow Ace 401 or something? I don't know. Like, I want to read a book featuring Arrow Ace characters that's meant for Arrow Ace people that are way more comfortable in their sexuality and stuff, instead of like trying to be introductory. You know, I mean, sure, there's definitely room for Arrow Ace rep where it does feel introductory, because there are plenty of Arrow Ace readers that will really appreciate those kinds of stories. But for someone like me who's pretty much comfortable in their race identity, who doesn't really need this introductory feeling or anything like that. And it's not something that's feel like healing my inner child or my teenage years or anything like that. Can we have like more for like those of us who are really more comfortable in our identity or something? So it doesn't feel like introductory. I don't know. It's definitely something I just continue to think about and regarding Aero Ace rap in general. Even just like A-spec rap and anything, honestly, because when it comes to A-spec rap, which stands for just asexual and aromantic spectrum identities, I do see more of like asexual representation more so than even aromantic, like solely aromantic, which I also do wish there's more of that in books, but very hard to find, very few in between. So yeah, it's just something I always I just continue to think about. It's just like, why is it so hard to find the one? I just want to find one book featuring more than one, preferably more than one, but I'll take one. I prefer more than one Aero Ace main character that I feel like I can really connect to. I do know that Kaikie, though, by Vaishnavi Patel, does feature an Aero Ace main character, although I did stay and neft it, though. So, I don't know. But I think I'll try that book again. Because, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's trying to do like a Aero Ace 101 things. It's just an Aero Ace character that exists. So, I think I'll try that book and see how I feel about that one. But, yeah, as far as the rep itself, I mean, it's very much introductory, which is fine. But, like, the book itself, as far as, like, the plot and the characters, I'm just like, seriously, y'all? I expect this more for, like, a high school YA book, not, like, college freshman YA book. Like, I feel like we should be over this internet drama thing. That's very much dumb. I don't get it. Oh, hi, Pam. Welcome. Wait a minute. What time is it? Isn't it like early in the morning for you? Like, it's really early in the morning. Isn't it like, let's see, you're like 13 hours ahead of me, I think. So isn't it like 7 a.m., nearly 7:15 a.m.? Where are you at? Dang, well, hi. I mean, I guess good morning to you. I mean, wow. I mean, I'm just glad you're here. I'm just surprised, honestly. Oh, yeah, we're definitely twinning that. Definitely twinning. Oh, that's good to hear. I've been the most nervous about Alone with You in the Ether of the ones I have yet to read by her. Yeah, I really did enjoy my time with One for My Enemy and Masters of Death. I did read those via audio as well. So I definitely had a good time. Although I do remember you saying, though, I think with I think it's our previous sprints. I think we were talking about, or maybe it was the sprints with Dana. I don't remember which sprints it was, but I do remember you saying about how you have a hard time with audiobook narrators with pretty deep voices. I will say, I don't know if you're familiar with like Steve West with his voice and narration, but in Masters of Death, Steve West is the sole narrator for that book. So I don't know if his voice is too deep for you to listen or anything. So I don't know. I just want to let you know about that. So maybe you should try reading with physical or the ebook. But you could probably try the audiobook. But if it's too low, probably just go with it physically. But yeah, I do indeed enjoy both stories. I prefer Master of Death more so than One for My Enemy, mostly because of the fact we do a lot. It's kind of like it's a very fun book, following a lot of like different fantasy creature characters. So yeah, I think it's a book that I think you could enjoy, but I think you also would enjoy One for My Enemy because it's definitely like, it's like a reimagining of Shakespeare, but set in like, I think New York. And I think we also have like Russian, I think there's like Russian mythology in there as well. It's kind of dramatic. I feel it's a little bit all over the place, but it's still fun though. So yeah. But yeah, Alone with You in the Ether, though, I was pretty nervous about as well, since it's contemporary. Well, I think it's literary romance, but it's more in the contemporary setting, which is like completely no fantasy. I don't know. I was worried, but I don't know. I think Colby Blake's pretty good with this, actually. Totally up for a last minute buddy read. Yes, because seriously, though, I do want to finish this, but let's see how much further I can stomach Dear Wendy. If I can't, well, I'm cut that off. I'm reading a Filipino middle grade fantasy book. It's in my native language. Oh, okay. and it's been interesting but difficult. But as long as I read a chapter a day, I'll finish it this month. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm glad though you're enjoying it despite the difficulty, so that's good. Oh, my headphones just told me that it's literally turned off. Okay, thank you, headphones. Yeah, I usually get up at 6:30 because my work starts at 7. I work from home most days though, so I sneak in a cheeky little hour of reading in the morning. Okay. Well, thank you. Welcome to the sprints. Yeah, I wish we could see more Airways rep in like adult demographic books. I'm so glad teens have that rep nowadays. Like, do I wish my younger self had that rep available to me? Oh, absolutely, but I didn't. So I want rep for current self. Yeah, there really is not a lot of it in adult, which is probably also why I tend to get really irritated sometimes when I feel like Arrow A stuff just A spec books tend to be really introductory level because it's like, oh, it's for the teens so that they can see this, understand these identities more. But it's also like, but what about those of us who are older? You know, maybe for those of us, maybe those of us who maybe found out that they were Arrow Ace or even Arrow Spec, asexual spectrum identity later on in life and not like a teenager or even like a young adult, like in their early 20s or anything. What if you're later in life, you know? I want those kind of books, which is why, hold up. I don't want, well, do you want to, I'll go get it. Why do I organize my books this way? I can never grab anything. Damn. Okay. All right. So I definitely need to reorganize my shelves again because the way I reorganize these things, I literally had it like horizontal with some going vertical, but I've been trying to do horizontally to fit more books. But y'all, I didn't reorganize it because I don't like it no more. But anyways, I was trying to get this book, Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. This is an adult contemporary romance. I heard about this book because of Heather from Here Booktubes, and she actually talks about how the main guy here, he actually finds out because he's like in his early 50s. I think he's like 50 in this book, and the main girl here is like 48. They're both like introverted gamers who does like role playing stuff. And the guy here finds out that he's bi and he's demisexual, like much later in life, which is like a perspective and experience I've never read about in a book. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited to check this out because this is a perspective. Like, this is kind of a perspective that I really want to see. Like, even if you're an adult just finding out about these things, like much later, like your middle-aged life, finding out about these things, I'm like, yes, I want to read books like this. Can we have more rep like this? Especially an adult romance? Like, hello? Yes. So I actually think could also check this one out too, but I don't know. I haven't read it yet, so can't say much about the rep itself or the experience, but I am very curious to read this one. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll start impromptu reading it. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely feel you though, Nat, on like, I wish there was more rep for the current self than like the teen self. Oh, I think Steve West is one of the narrators for the Atlas series. Was he a narrator? Wait, was he the narrator? Oh my gosh, I have not read the Atlas 6 in like nearly 2 years because I read that book via audio. I completely forgot Steve West was one of the narrators. Wasn't he the narrator for Atlas? Or was he a narrator for some other character? I don't know which character he was. Anyways, and he's really difficult for me, so I appreciate the heads up. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely excited to get to those books though. Yeah, in fact, okay, well, is this a spoiler? I will, because you know what? Hold up. Okay, ow. Okay, so recently I did repurchase a copy of the Atlas 6 and purchase a copy of the Atlas Paradox. So here's my thing. Here's my reasoning for this. So I'm literally about to talk about this in a video that's literally coming out tomorrow morning. So this is pretty much like early heads up info, but I originally read the Atlas 6 fully, read it via audio. I really did not like the book. I didn't particularly hate it, but I definitely was thoroughly disappointed. I gave like 2 stars, read the thing via audio. Was it 2 stars? It was like 2.25. I don't know, something like that. Read it via audio. I didn't really like the story. However, come on, since I've been reading more of Ollie Blake's works, and then also I started reading it Alone Through the Ether and starting to enjoy it, I was like, wait, let me retry this series. So I did repurchase a copy of the Atlas 6, and I got the Atlas Paradox, just in case maybe I would have liked the Atlas 6, even though I'm like, probably I shouldn't purchase this without seeing if I even like this first, but I don't know. I not usually want to like reread a book in order to understand a sequel anyways. I kind of just like wing it and like see how much of it I do remember, but I don't know. I want to at least start to do a reread of the Atlas 6. At least as a refresher, since like it has been a while, and also I didn't even like it as much. So if I reread it, maybe I would enjoy it more. So I also got the sequel because at least if I understood this enough to get through, then at least I can start the sequel. I don't know, but it's gonna be part of my video for that's coming out tomorrow, talking about these books briefly. So yeah, I don't know. And anyways, this is all just to say that I am genuinely surprised that Steve West was one of the narrators for the LS6. And which character did he narrate? I don't even remember. I don't remember. Oh, that's awesome. Added that to the. Oh yeah, role playing. Yes. So, yep. I think he narrates the most insufferable dude character whose name I forget. I think it's Callum. Oh, wait, was it Callum? The empath? Because this is how I remember the characters. It's based on like their powers. I think Callum was the empath, right? I think that would be him. You know what? Maybe it's Callum. I think it is Callum, the empath here, who really confused me as a character when I read this book the first time. Because I'm just like, dude, you're kind of like you're an empath, but yeah, you're also someone who really like it's very odd like how he detaches himself from other people despite the fact that he can read other people's emotions. And when I do think of an empath, I do feel like how they will feel super attached to more people because they can read their emotions or they feel overwhelmed. So it's very odd to me like how he really is able to like kind of like really tries really, really hard, and also I think mostly succeeds in like detaching himself from other people to the point that it was really weird. I don't know. The more I think about Callum, the more I'm just like, what in the world? So I definitely am kind of looking forward to do a reread of this book because I'm just like, what in the world? Because that guy, he didn't make no sense to me. Oh, I think you're right. I think that's him. Okay, so I'm not. Okay, so I was right then. It is Callum. Yep. That's making more sense. The more I think about his character, the more I'm just like, oh yeah, that's definitely Callum. I wasn't too into it either. There are threads of it that I think are interesting enough that I've been curious enough to continue the series. So I gotta get to book 3 at one point. Okay, what did you think about the Alice Paradox though? Because I've seen some reviews of people being kind of disappointed in this second book, most because of the fact I don't even know what this. I don't really know. I just remember how the first book ended, so I wasn't sure if like the sequel was really worth continuing, especially since I wasn't understanding how this book, like how this particular book that was originally self-published as like one singular book could really expand upon into a trilogy. So what did you think about this one in particular? I don't know. Of course, you don't be spoiler free, but like I am kind of curious. Like, what about this series made you want to like even continue to the third book? I even to even finish this second book. So I really have seen some people not enjoying this book, not enjoying or not even enjoyed it when it first came out. I haven't heard many people read the sequel since it came out, so I don't know. I only know this is supposed to be a series about serious anxieties, power, and I think ethics or something. And we're trying to figure out what happened to a particular character. So, yeah, I don't know. I am very much curious. I am also pretty curious about the Alice complex, since I also have not seen a lot of people read it. I've seen people like be excited for it, but like after this book's release, I haven't seen too many people be overly excited about it. But anyways, while you put on that, Nat, let's figure out, on how long we should read. So I do have ambience, but we could also do brief or lock partitions timers. So I don't know, y'all in the comments, in the live chat, let me know if y'all will prefer an ambience or a timer, and then of course also how long our first sprint should be. Would y'all want 30 minutes, 45, or an hour? Or we can even do like a really long one, like 90 minutes. Because I think Bree also has a 90-minute timer. So we could do that. I don't know, up in the air. So I'll let y'all ponder that while I also figure out which one I would prefer as well. So yeah, because I already have the tab here. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Because the ambience I really want to do is from Cozy Window ASMR, which is pretty much the same person who is in charge of like Cozy Autumn Cozy channel. This is like an ASMR channel here. It's like a D&D tavern fantasy ambiance. But I am worried about the music though, because I really don't want to be like having like, oh, you have copyrighted stuff, which like, it won't take me down, but like I don't want to deal with all that. So where is Bree's timer? There it is. So we could do the timer route. Because Bree does have like a 90-minute timer. She does have an hour, 45, half an hour. I don't know. Oh, that's response. I enjoy the Alice paragraphs more personally because we kind of zoom out more with what's going on. Like I struggle with most with book one being so internal with the characters. That is true. That is something I do remember about the Alice 6, but it was also weird too because despite how we focus more on the characters, I also felt like I didn't understand them. So I don't know. This one's very interesting. I don't know. I always wonder about this one, but so this one, this is more like kind of like a plot. So we have, so this book pretty much sets up the characters and like their motivations, relationships, but this one expands. Okay. But there's stuff going on outside of them that we don't see the build up to, and I got very frustrated with that. So I like that book two zooms out of the. So I like, yeah, book two zooms out of the containedness of book one. That is weird though. There's something that's being built up in the background, but you don't get to see that. Yeah, I don't really like it when authors do that. It's like, oh, we're trying to like, there's definitely something going on in the background, but we don't really give you much hints. We just let you know that something is going on there, but we don't give you much insight of what it is. I don't really like it when authors write stories like that. That's really, really frustrating. I mean, there's some authors that could do it in a level that's like so engages you as a reader, that makes you really, really interested, or maybe even gives you like hints of what it could be, but if it's just there, that's like, oh, something's there, it's happening, but we don't give you even a hint of what it is. I don't like when that happens. So, okay. All right. Nice insight to know that with the Alice Paradox, because I was really confused on what this second book was even about. But okay. Nice to know we expand more outside of the characters and stuff. We actually get more action and plot. But yeah, we shall see how this Riri goes whenever I get to that. Oh, hey Bree! Hello. Please let us know if you're just here for vibes or just saying hi or what you're reading. For me, I'm still debating on what to be, if I'm going to continue reading the book, just upright DNF it, or should I continue reading another book? I even have another book I could be reading in another book. So yeah, trying to figure out. And also trying to figure out if we should do a timer or some ambiance. I don't know. Maybe we could do ambiance for or maybe we should do a timer for the first sprint. I don't know. Maybe we should do ambiance. I think we'll stick to the ambiance for our first sprint. So yeah, we'll try this tavern music one with the medieval tavern music and fantasy ambiance. Let's see how that one goes. Hopefully no copyright. Actually, you know what? Maybe not. I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess with copyright. So yeah, the question is, how long? Should we do like 45 minutes? I feel like 45 minutes is like a solid amount of time to read, right? Let me actually get the. No. Stop it. Okay, there we go. 45 minutes. Cool. All right. So yeah, we'll be using Bree for Locked Bookticians timers because they're very, very good. And also, I like the music that's there. So, yes. Let me just go down the volume a little bit. Okay. Cool. And then where is here? Okay. Coolio. Yep. We'll do a 45 minutes. So, yeah. I will. Oh, Pam says 45 minutes is also good. All right. Cool. All right, y'all. I will see you all in about 45 minutes. All right, hey y'all. So I think I'm doing some serious bookshelf reorganization and even organization of this particular area that I'm in. So that's how you have this stack of books here. And then, of course, you can see the spines of my Toni Morrison books here and why the shelf right behind me is literally empty. Because I'm trying to figure out a way to move the shelves around because I really want to get another like main shelf, but I need to figure out a way to even have space for it. So I'm trying to move stuff, even like the knickknacks on these two shelves, to put them all into one white knickknack shelf. Oh shit. Oh gosh. Sorry, something just failed. So yeah, I'm just trying to do a lot of like book reorganization. So, and also bookshelf organization. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to work all that. But of course, I want to do that when we're doing sprints. I know, not great timing. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I continued listening to Dear Wendy, the audio, because I didn't feel like continuing an audiobook. I actually have already started for a hybrid read. However, I try to see if like maybe I could just listen to the audiobook itself while I'm trying to do my bookshelf reorganization. And to be quite honest, nah, I think that book actually I would prefer to read my eyeballs because I'm starting to realize I don't really like the production of the audiobook so much, which is actually kind of sad. I don't know. I think that's definitely a physical read for me. It's not even with me. But the book actually I'm talking about is The Stain of Bright Doors by Raja Chandrasekhara. I'm reading this for a video, so I don't know if I'll I don't know when that video is going to go up, but it is also part of my Asian Readathon TBR. So this is one of my current reads. Whenever I'm in the mood for like a physical read, that will be my book. But yeah, I did get further into Dear Wendy. I'm at 20%. And yeah, it's definitely pretty boring. So I think it's the part where I'm gonna DNF, because I actually just got notified on Libby on the audiobook for The Last Spy Hunter, which is a book that I had as an e-arc, but then I DNF'd it because I was entering a reading slump because of the book. So I figured if I switched formats, maybe it'd be better. So I am going to try to start this one next after I officially DNF Dear Wendy. So I'm going to try that. Hopefully the audiobook is a win. So yeah, looking forward actually to retrying The Last Spy Hunter. So yeah, let me catch up on comments. Where were we? Okay. Hello, Oompa Loompa. They say hi as well. I read a wild book in less than 2 weeks or a week. Can't remember, but I'm getting back into reading. It's my second 200 plus page book to finish, and I'm going to the library tomorrow to get another book. It's joyous to read, and your sprints have helped me to keep time. I played your previous ones while I'm reading. I appreciate you doing these sprints. Well, thank you, Oompa Loompa. I really do appreciate this comment. That's why I try to do with the sprints, just a nice chill vibe, just a time, just to read. Even when you watch the replay, I'm glad that you watched the replays. I really appreciate it. Hello, Leslie. Popping in to say hello. Hug the like button. Thank you very much, Leslie. Just finished The Keening. Yeah. That's what the book you were reading the last time, Sprints. And I'm reading the second book in the trilogy. Nice. The Grasping Root. Turns out the story starts in Scotland, but continues in Canada. Interesting. Continues in Canada. Okay. Happy productivity, everyone. Thank you, Leslie. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Changeable Reads. Finished part 1 of Alone with You in the Ether. Nice. Okay. So that means I'm further ahead than you, because I've already finished part 1 and I'm somewhere in part 2. I don't know how far, since it's literally split up in parts, not in chapters. But okay, you finished part 1, which was called... Isn't that called Befores or something? I literally could turn on my Kindle to figure that out, but I don't care. I'll figure that out when I get back to the book. I'm not quite sure what to make of it yet, but there's something about it I find interesting. But I can't quite put my finger on it yet. What exactly I find interesting? That is another thing too, because I wasn't sure either when I did finish part 1, but there is something about very interesting, especially the way that the book is written. It does remind me of the writing style of at least a little bit like the Alice 6, but since it's not fantasy, it's more in a contemporary setting. I'm okay. The way that the characters of Aldo and Regan, their minds, especially Aldo's brain, it's very, very, very interesting. I don't know. For me, what I found interesting is just these characters' heads. I find these particular characters interesting and how they view the world, how they talk about the world around them. That's how I find it interesting. More so with Aldo than Regan. But Aldo is definitely the character that I'm really more interested in. Regan is also kind of interesting as well, since she does seem to have a dark secret past. Well, semi-secret past, which I think you either have heard an inkling. I can't remember what part it is in. I don't even remember. See, that tells you how long ago I touched this book. So I'm already trying to remember, wait, what part was in which? I don't know, but I'm not trying to talk too much about the book itself, because you're not as far ahead as I thought. So yeah, point is, you do learn a little bit more, especially when Aldo and Regan starts to see each other more and talk to each other more. That's why I find the book really interesting, is with their discussions, the actual dialogue between the two characters. I found that to be very, very interesting, which I think actually reminded me of why I really liked Masters of Death and even enjoyed one for my enemy is the way that Olivia Blake writes character dynamics and character relationships, but also the way that they talk to each other. And between these two characters, I think that's what I find interesting. I don't know if that's how you find it interesting, but that's how I found it interesting. Which interested me, and that's what I like. So yeah. Oh yeah, one of the main characters being of Italian descent gives it bonus points. Yep, Aldo is indeed Italian. So, oh yeah, actually, yeah, that is bonus points. Yeah, before us. Okay, so I was right. I don't remember all the parts though. What's after? What part am I on? Do I even want to look? I don't know. You know what? It's gonna bother me. Let me figure this out. Geez, I'm trying to move all my stuff around in this small area that I'm in. Even though it's like a basement and stuff, but like I'm only in this particular corner, so it's hard for me to move things around. What part am I on? Okay, so it says here that I'm on page 57. It says 19%. Let me check. Oh, I'm on part 2, conversations. So I'm still at the beginning part of part 2. That's where I'm at. Cool. All right. All right, coolio. So, yeah. I definitely am glad, though, that you are at least finding it interesting. Not totally sure, but yeah, interesting. I don't know what else to even expect for the rest of this book, honestly. But I'm definitely here for it. Okay, let's see. How long? Let's see. Should we do another sprint? Yes, we should do another sprint, actually. Any... should we do another, like, 45-minute? We could do another, like, 45-minute sprint. So I could just restart this timer. Okay, come on now. Oh, nope. There we go. So yeah, we could do a 45-minute again. We could do a 30. We could do an hour. Yeah, I think in the beginning I was a little worried about how internal it is because of how I struggled with that in the Atlas 6, but once they meet, I think is when I started to get interested by it. Because this is like a love story, like / like a literary romance, so it would make sense for it to be more interior with the characters. But since there is a romance, we do get to see them at least talking to each other. And also, I think it's very much character driven. So again, it's not really, I don't think it's even a plot. Really, it's just about these two meeting each other and then talking to each other. So yeah, it is also, I was also kind of worried because especially the interiority of these characters, especially with Aldo's, it's interesting, but also I feel like a little bit more heady. And then Reagan feels a little bit more, I don't know what word I'm looking for Reagan's mind. But yeah, I do understand like the interiority about it. Because I do think actually the most interesting thing about Alone with You, the Ether, is the fact when they are talking to each other, and then when they are by themselves, they're thinking about the other person. So I think that's what makes it interesting. Even though, especially in Reagan's case, she is indeed in a relationship, albeit she's not happy in it, but she is already in a relationship. So since it does end up being like they're interested in each other, it's like it's definitely feeling like cheating, infidelity line, even though I don't know if it'll be physical, but I won't be surprised if it ends up being like an emotional cheating kind of thing between the two. But it does make things at least interesting. So yeah. I also am a total nerd, so I like the characters who are nerdy and teach me new things. Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Especially with Aldo, because like, tell me how this guy is a PhD student who studied theoretical mathematics. I don't really understand that. Like, when I read that, I was like, seriously? Theoretical math? I mean, that's the kind of like degree where you are really interested in just thinking. Like, it's not a math you can really apply. It's really theoretical, which you hope. I guess the idea is that you will hope to apply that, but I don't think that's all those things. So, yeah, I don't know. That one definitely confuses me. But I'm also pretty brain foggy tonight. Oh, yeah. So I was a little apprehensive about it. I'm like, I don't know if I have the brain power to continue tonight. That's another thing, too, is that I really do read Alone with You in the Ether in like certain just chunks at a time, because it's like I can't just sit here just continue reading, because it is a heady book. So yeah, maybe do you have like a backup read or something? Like, do you have like a backup read for maybe something a little bit lighter in the brain that you could read? Or maybe you can just like just chill, take a nap, eat some food. I don't know, play with Pearl. I don't know. My buddies punished me for how hard I went on my recent book. Oh yeah. Well, you were reading, you were rereading a Bridgerton book or or something, right? Yeah, dang, that definitely sucks though. I'm sorry about that, Nat. I've learned that I need to not do vlogs that have a deadline. Yep. That sounds about right. That definitely sounds about right. And that's even something I've also learned with myself. I like, for my brain, it doesn't like the idea of like, oh, I have to read books. Like, I have to vlog these books in a particular time, unless it's so much time in between from when I start reading to when the vlog itself needs to be up. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, for me, it's the same thing too. Like, I really cannot like vlog and or do a video for like a particular deadline, except for like my wrap up videos. But then again, that's my ideal. Like, ideally, I want my wrap up video to be within the first 7 days of the month. That's just a thing in my brain. But like, yeah, definitely trying to like having videos, trying to make these videos like actual need deadline. Yeah. Dang. But I really am sorry though that your body is punishing you though for it. That definitely sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to start reading next. I got a lot of options. So I'll let you know what I land on. Cool, because I'm definitely switching my option. So same boat here. Anyways, yes, I think we should start our next sprint. I think we should do like another just 45. 45 seems like a pretty solid amount of time to read. And also, I need to really figure out what I'm going to be doing with these shells, and I need the time to figure that out. So I hope 45 minutes is good with y'all. I still have the timer up anyway, so not much has changed. Just gotta get the right screen. There we go. Cool. Anyways, I will see you all in about 45 minutes. Hello, everyone. That was the end of our second sprint. Please let me know in the chat what y'all, how far y'all have gone in your reads, if you're reading or if you're here working, vibing, all the things. If you just came in, I am reorganizing this corner here of the basement. That is my library / desk / office area, personal office area. So what I'm doing is kind of just wiping down these shelves because they're kind of dusty. And I'm trying to transfer some stuff that are right here. Literally right here. So all my manga and stuff and some other books. Switch it over to this shelf here because I want to get rid of one of these shelves. I'm going to get rid of that other shelf right here because I want to make some room for possibly another main shelf because not most, nearly half, I think. Yeah, I think nearly half of the books that I own, I have already read. Nearly half. Yeah, nearly half the books I have on my physical TBR here, I have already read. So my thing is that I want to get another shelf to have more room for more books to put in my physical TBR and also just have on my collection. So yeah, I'm pretty much trying to see if I can make some actual physical room for more books. So that's what's going on right now. Yeah. Apparently that's what I want to do. So while I was doing that, I'm listening to an audiobook. I'm finally given a chance to The Last Fee Hunter by Selene Goldenberg. Apparently it's not pronounced Fi, it's pronounced Fee. Thanks to the audiobook. So learn something new there. I've been calling this thing the wrong title all this time. So embarrassing, but that's okay. We live and learn. And I made it to like the middle of chapter 3, so I'm like 7% of the way through. And I'm definitely having a better time with just listening to this audiobook, really. Like, if you did not know, if you're just new here, I originally tried to read this as an e-arc because I was giving the e-arc thanks to the publisher Angry Robot Books. However, I really was struggling to read it as an ebook. So I really couldn't get much further into it, and I had to just DNF it because it was really giving me a headache and putting me in a reading slump. So I said to myself, like, well, whenever it is a chance for me to listen to the audiobook, let me place a hold and hopefully maybe the audiobook will be better. And so far, I am indeed enjoying the story via audio. So, yeah, having a good time with that. So, yeah, that's good. I read a bit. Oh, hello, Sashana. Welcome. I read a bit of This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. Read about 30 pages. It's really good. Yes, I heard about this. This is the sequel companion to Before I Let Go. Yes. I even own the indie version of Real, which actually I recently heard, I think a couple months ago, that it's being traditionally published, which is awesome. But also like, they also changed the cover, which honestly I'm not really a fan of the traditionally published cover. I do prefer the indie cover. So I'm not happy about that. But yeah, I've heard some good things about This Could Be Us, but I also have heard really good things about before I let go. So yeah, I was interested in reading that one, but then I wasn't sure if a second chance romance featuring two divorced, like two people who are previously married but now divorced and co-parenting. I'm like, that seems a little bit too close and similar. Even though the reason why they divorce is different than other things, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I don't. That's not really a romantic setup I'm interested in reading. So yeah, no. But I have heard really good things about Kennedy Ryan and like the way that she writes romances. So I'm always curious to read her books. So even though I don't think I'll ever read Before I Let Go, I do think I kind of want to check out This Could Be Us. So, but I want to start with Real first, and then This Could Be Us. Nat says, I decided on Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong, also not on my Asian Readathon TBR, but I only got one chapter in before my headphones ran out of battery. Bruh, not the battery just dying on you. Dang. Well, dang. Anyways, are you enjoying though Our Violent Ends? I remember really loving that duology, and then I really enjoyed like the spin-off series, but the sequel to that one, which I actually have a whole dedicated reading blog for, nah. But I do hope though you are at least enjoying your time with it, because I remember really enjoying my time with Our Violent Ends. So I just did some color by number on my iPad while I waited for them to charge back up for the rest of spring. Cool. It sounds good though. You know, color by number. Sometimes changing the format we're reading a book in can be such a game changer. Learned that this year. Yes. I've definitely done that with certain books. It's like, oh shoot, because there are some books I've actually started via audio. Like, what was the book? Actually, my favorite book of last year, The Spirit Cuts Through Water. I tried to read that book via audio. I really did not like the audiobook. So I DNF'd the audiobook, but then I went with it just my physical copy. Best decision ever. Ended up being the best book of the year and one of my favorite books of all time. So yes. What other books did I read? One format and switch formats. I don't even know. My physical TBR is here, but like I can't see every single book. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out what book is which. Okay, I can't figure it out. But yeah, I've had that happen before. Oh, I've heard good things about Kenny Ryan's books. Yeah. Oh, I was just looking at Real today. I didn't realize it was a Kenny Ryan. I didn't realize it was by Kenny Ryan was the author. Yeah. Yep, Real is by Kenny Ryan. It's also a first in a series, although I don't think the second book is out, but I don't think that sequel is out because the fact that they are republishing Real. So I think the sequel to Real or any other sequel will be traditionally published, which I'm like, I don't particularly like that, especially since my particular copy is the self-published version. So don't appreciate that. But fine. That's fine. You can definitely skip Before I Let Go. I think I'm liking this. I think I'm liking This Could Be Us even more anyway. And I liked Before I Let Go. Okay. All right. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, because I really, the subject matter of Before I Let Go, I'm just like, no. But yeah, I definitely want to check out This Could Be Us. Yeah, she's good. You should definitely check her out for sure. I didn't love how book one ended. Oh, and it didn't leave me too eager to read book two. But I feel like it's been long enough since I read book one. I'm hoping I'll enjoy this one better. You didn't like how book one ended. I'm remembering the ending of These Fine Delights. And I do remember being mad that it ended, but like mad in like a good way. Think like, oh my gosh, how dare you, Chloe Gong. But now I feel like if I were to reread it, I don't know if I have that same thoughts. But I do remember people not really liking the book. And I do remember hearing people not liking the ending. So they were hesitant to read the sequel. And especially doesn't help either that it is like retelling / reimagining, or at least loosely based on like, well, is it loosely? Yeah, I guess kind of loosely. It's definitely like inspired by Romeo and Juliet. So, star-crossed lovers, tragic love story. So, yeah, I can see that. And it didn't help either with the title of Our Violent Ends, too. So, I do hope that you enjoy Our Violent Ends. I think I just really enjoyed that duology because of Marshall and Benedict. Honestly, those two were like the saving grace. Romeo and Juliet, I'm just like, okay, that's nice. Y'all exist. I mean, none of y'all really irritated me, but like, I don't think I really particularly love their characters either. It was just really Marshall, Benedict, those two together, and like Celia, one of their cousins. That's it. Those are like my three favorite characters, and it's still, those three characters still transfer over to still be my favorite. When I got to like Foul Lady Fortune and Foul Heart Huntsman, those three are still my favorites. Like, Rosalind was pretty good. I definitely prefer Rosalind more so than Juliet. However, I'm still just like, side-eyeing the Foul Heart Huntsman. I'm just like, I don't know. Just, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, totally fair. I can agree with you on that. Those characters are great. Yes, Benedict Marshall. Like, yes. Yes. Those two. Their dynamic, their relationship, and that duology, it kept me going. Okay? Because I can live without Romeo and Juliet, honestly. I really could. I was there for kind of like the Romeo and Juliet stuff at the time, but now I'm like, I think I can live without them. But no, Marshall and Benedict, though, I was infested. I was like, don't do. That's why I was actually really upset with the ending of These Blinding Delights. Because what happened to one of them, and I'm just like, how dare you do this to me? How dare you do this to me? I felt so hurt. And I was still in pain, even while I was reading Our Violent Ends. I was in pain. But anyways, yes. All is to say that I had a really good time with Our Violent Ends at the time. Don't know if I'll feel the same way now. Probably not, actually, but still. Those characters. And also Celia, though, one of the cousins of Juliet. Really good. Best girl. Anyways, let's see. I think I have time to do one more sprint because I really want to do a lot of like moving things around, but I don't want to do it on camera because like I really need to shift things, but I can at least start wiping things down. So that's what I'm going to be doing the next sprint. Now the question is, how long should our final sprint be? Should we do another 45? Do we want to go longer and do an hour? Or should we do a short one, like 30 minutes? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments while I get the timer. I'll still restart this timer, though. I'll restart the 45-minute in case we choose that. But we do have some options. We have 30 minutes or an hour or 45 again. All right, so Shauna says shorter. Okay, cool. We got to vote for like a shorter sprint. So then we can do a solid 30 minutes. Just like an easy way to just close out everything. Nap filling minutes because my dog wakes me up early these days. That's fair. And it is nearly 8:30 my time. So this would be a perfect time to close it out. So yeah, be done around 9 p.m. Well, not done, but like we'll finish our sprint around 9 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, let me just get the 30-minute. Where is that timer? There it is. Oh, nope. Okay, cool. Alrighty, 30 minutes. Unanimous. Anyways, I'll see you all in half an hour. Thank you. Salutations, y'all. That was the end of our final sprint. Please let me know how far you all have gone in your reading. For me, I'm about 14% into The Last Fee Hunter by Selene Goldenberg. I'm retrying this. I'm retrying this book via audio since I had an e-arc if you're new here. And I'm definitely having way better time. So yeah, this is just me. I'm pretty much just rereading bits I've already read from my e-arc. I think I stopped at around 21%. So I'm going to continue listening to this audiobook as I am pretty much reorganizing this little corner here. So that's literally what's going on here, is that I am reorganizing this whole area basically because I really want to get like another main shelf. So I've already gotten rid of like one of these white shelves I have here, and I got rid of all the books from my main shelf. I just have some extra stuff and all my Funko Pops. And that's why you see books here and books over here, because I need to move things around. The next bit right now is actually to vacuum this carpet because this area has a carpet. It's not carpeted. The entire basement is not carpeted, but this particular area that I'm in has carpet. We put a carpet here. So I do need to vacuum it because I haven't vacuumed it in long minute. Actually, I've not vacuumed this area in months. So time for some overdue vacuuming. Yes, but that was the last sprint. Yeah, I would have done these sprints a little bit sooner so we could sprint a little bit longer, but things were happening for today, so I pushed it back. But yeah, I hope y'all's reading that was pretty good. Oh, hey Pam. Hi. Thanks for coming over to the sprints. Unfortunately, this was our final one. Sorry about that. But I do have more sprints though later on in the month. I have sprints on a US holiday. So I'll be able to sprint hopefully a little bit earlier, and I can sprint for a little bit longer as well. Let's see. Nat says, now in chapter 4 of our Valiant. So still pretty early to know how I'm feeling about it. Fair enough. Read about 20 pages, closing the night out at 56%. Nice. That's pretty good. All right, making some progress. Let's go. Actually, let me update my audiobook progress on Storygraph real quick. There we go. All right, yes. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the sprints for today anyways. I do have sprints I do have more sprints scheduled for later on the month. I only have one more sprint for their Asian Readathon. It's on Memorial Day, so that's literally the following, not this upcoming. Is it considered the next Monday? But it's not this upcoming Monday. It's the Monday after that. That's when we have sprints. And I do plan to do it in the morning as well. So yeah, because this is a US holiday, it's a national holiday. So I'm just like, okay, perfect time to host some sprints since there'll be more people able to at least join. So yeah, still figuring out when the timing is. I might have it earlier. I have it scheduled for like 11 a.m. Central, but I might schedule it a little bit earlier. Not sure. I'm not totally sure yet. And then I need to think about sprints for the next month. So if any of y'all are new here, I do host sprints at least once a month, preferably twice a month, just for like chance to have more than one opportunity just to sprint at different times, different days of the week and stuff. Preferably, I do try to schedule some sprints during some national holidays. So yeah, that's something to at least look forward to the next few months, and especially for the summer. So I'm trying to figure out sprint schedule for the summer as well. So yes. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for coming on to these sprints. And if any of you are watching these sprints on replay, thank you for watching the replay. But yeah, I hope you all are having a good day to the Pams that I notice is morning for y'all. And also have a good evening/night for those of us who are in the United States. Thank you all. Thank you all. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yes, Nat says thank you. Can't wait for the next sprints. Yes, very much looking forward to the next sprints as well. But yeah, I do also have a video coming out tomorrow morning. Or just tomorrow, really. The next day. Yes, tomorrow. So something to look forward to for that. And I'm currently working on a reading vlog. So that will be up next week unless I delete the footage. But I don't think I'm gonna delete this vlog. I think the vlog I'm currently working on, I think I'm gonna keep it. So yeah, something to look forward to. You have a video this week and a video next week. I love a good spring. You popped on my suggested feed and just randomly decided to join. New subby. Aw, thank you. Thank you for joining and thank you for the new subscription. I do hope that I get to see you more, hopefully, in future sprints or maybe YouTube comments in my videos. But yes, thank you for checking me out. So glad that you subscribed. Anyways, yes, have a good night, y'all. I'm going to continue listening to The Last Fly Hunter, and I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning and reorganizing because, yeah. Anyways, yeah, see you all in my next video and the next reading sprints. Bye.